Hi guys, I'm back. This time I'm doing a video about sort of like a end of the year TBR. I usually don't do TBRs because I like picking up books like whatever I feel like reading at the moment. But I have like a challenge for 2013 and I haven't finished all of what I wrote down on my blog that I wanted to read or the authors I wanted to try out. But I did pretty well so far. I reached a goal of 60 books apart from course literature, so I'm pretty happy with that. I read as many classics as I wanted and poetry books and political stuff, so that's pretty awesome. So yeah, I have a few books that I like to read before the year is over. A few of them are library books, and other books are stuff that I've had for a really long time and haven't picked up yet. So yeah, I thought I'd show you. I finished reading Carmilla last night, so I picked up this book. It's Sartre, Existentialism and Humanism, and it's really short, so I'm planning to read this on the train today because I'm going to Gothenburg to watch a few bands playing, a few friends and things like that. So yeah, I'll finish this one pretty quickly, I believe. I have never read any of his literature before, but I've heard about him and I like discussing these sort of things and the world and life. So yeah, reading this book. I'm also planning to finish this one I showed you the last video. Is about child poverty in Sweden. It's very interesting, pretty sad, but yeah, finished it. And this is also short, so it shouldn't take that long for me to finish. Then there's some other library books. This is about humanism because I browsed the shelves where the philosophical books were, and I just picked up some random stuff. I have more, but I don't think I'll get to those. But I want to read a bit of this. It's pretty old, and this is a Swedish book, but I think you can get these kind of books anywhere. So yeah, just check the library. And this one I've been reading for a while. I haven't been reading it. I haven't prioritized it, even though it's really interesting so far, and I'm gonna finish this as well. I have a lot of post-its in it so far. It's very interesting. So if you're into animal rights and vegetarianism, I'm actually decided to become vegan this month, and I'm gonna try do my best. I think I've made a few mistakes already, but at least I'm trying. Because I believe in this, so yeah. Read this book, it's actually pretty interesting. And in the same category, I'd like to read this book. It's Animal Liberation by Peter Singer. It's sort of like a classic in the genre. But it's pretty large, and I don't know if I'll maybe re-borrow this from the library in January or sometime next year. But I'm definitely going to read. I actually put this on my Christmas list for books I want for this Christmas. I just asked for books. There is this last book from the library. It's actually a short story, and this Swedish company makes these little cute things. This is a normal size book, and this is, yeah, so it's a novella, I think it's called. So yeah, very cute, and they come in 4, and they all have different illustrations and designs on them. So yeah, I'm gonna read this one. I have a few of these at home, but this one I borrowed, so I'm excited. Maybe it takes an hour to read this or less. I'm kind of a slow reader, so yeah. And of course, I have not finished this book yet. Since I showed this in my, not last video, but the one before that, I have not read anything in this book. I want to, and it's really good and exciting and intriguing, and I love her writing. I love her as an author. I loved her first book. I love this book so far. I'm almost halfway through, but I just haven't been into reading, and I also feel like I don't want to pick this book up and start reading again unless I have like the whole day or the whole night at least to just sit and read, and I haven't felt like I had that time to do this. I've been doing a lot of shit, and I haven't been doing what I should have been doing, like studying, but my sister moved in and we've been doing things, and things have come up like shows, and I want to participate more, so I haven't been reading this, but I want to read it now, but it's too heavy to bring on the train. I don't want it to. Yeah, they're building in my apartment building. I want to read this, and I think I'll prioritize this to read before the year is over. A book that I had on my year's challenge that I wrote down on my book blog is To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. I haven't read this book yet, but I've been wanting to for like 2 or 3 years. I don't know why. A lot of booktubers that I like actually sort of rave about this, and I know it's supposed to be really good and classic, and I really want to read it. And I'm gonna, if I finish Night Film, all these books from now on is if I finish Night Film. So if I finish Night Film, I'll start this. Sister has an internship, that's why she's still staying with me right now, cause my family actually lives like 3 hours from here, so she's staying with me. She wants to be a cook, and she's reading this for school now. She's supposed to be finished with it in January, so I wanted to read it with her, but I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to finish the other books in time. But I'm definitely gonna put this high up in my TBR to read it quickly, because I'm really excited, and yeah, I need to read it. Next book I got for Christmas last year, and it's a book about feminism, and it interests me a lot. I've read quite a few books on the subject, and I got this for Christmas last year, and my ex-boyfriend read it, and we discussed it while he was reading, but I have not picked this book up yet. I picked up a few other books that I got on the subject, but I'm interested in reading this because it takes up a lot of different topics and subjects and words. You should know what they stand for and different types of feminism, so I want to read this one pretty soon. And the book, I got 3 books I bought recently, which I like to read if I have time, and one of them is Roald Dahl's Book of Ghost Stories, which is supposed to be good, I think. I think Words of a Reader read this and thought it was pretty good, so I want to read this one. I wanted to read it for Halloween, but I didn't read much at all during Halloween time, so... And the next book is on the same topic, which I also wanted to read for Halloween, but yeah, I didn't read as much, so... And both of these are sort of big text and and not very long, so I don't think they'll take too much time. So I'll probably bring this with me during the break for the holidays and read them. Maybe both of these to read during the break. Cause yeah, not too big. I don't know. Maybe I'll get. I don't know if I'll get any books for Christmas. Oh my god. Yeah, the third book is this one. Anyways, it's Frost's complete. The collected poems. I've read. It's sort of. It's in parts, and I've read the first part, and I have these stickers for every part, and I was planning to read one part a month, just to in between books. And I like poetry, but I don't want to read it all at once or rush through it, because I want to read it and sort of melt it and think about it, and I like to read certain poems a few times and think about them, the meaning. And this is in original English. I'm Swedish. I don't have any problem with reading English, of course, but it's still another language. It's not Shakespeare, but it's still just to find what I like about them or not, and what they mean, or what they could mean to me. Yeah, just to soak it in, sort of. So I'd like to read at least one more part before the year is over, because I really love Frost's writing, and it's pretty and beautiful. And last but not least, 2 years ago, I said to myself I want to read the whole Harry Potter series. I have not read the whole series. I read the first 4 books that year. I think it's 2010 when I said that, and I started reading the 5th book. This is the Swedish copies, which are beautiful. I think they're the most beautiful ones out there, like silver, and on the pages inside there's stars, and all the stars up here as well, and it's really pretty. But I think I got like 100 pages into this, and it's 1,000 pages. It's really, you can't really bring it with you. I've seen all the movies and I love them, and I love Harry Potter, and I really want to read this, but I hate Umbridge. I'd like to jump into the movie and kick her ass, cause she's a horrible person, a horrible woman, a horrible everything, a horrible witch, a horrible... I hate her. She's probably... I think she's worse than Voldemort, because at least I can understand where he's coming from. I can understand where Umbridge is coming from. Maybe that's J.K. Rowling's fault, because she's, at least as far as I know, hasn't told any background story about Umbridge. But yeah, I just hate her. I hate her.